You are pressing your seam allowances, make sure that you press them in one direction. And if your seam allowance is under this pumpkin color, then the logo goes here. So you're going to load it like this to where the logo is on one side and the seam allowance is opposite. Push it onto the seam allowance and it takes away the rocking and the slipping. Then before you trim, make sure that you leave enough all the way around before, because we still have to trim over here. Your first cut is your cleanup cut. Set the ruler down. I don't think I got that corner, but then you don't push down the ruler, but just grab the corners and turn the whole thing around. Slide it back. Oops, let me move that up. Slide it back until you're at the size that you need, and you can go down to any size you want because there's 1/8 inch increments, and then finish trimming just like that. If you happen to have curved seams, don't even worry about it, because if you maintain pressure up against the seam, it will force the seam directly into the corner. So you can correct and trim in 10 seconds flat with a BlocLoc. Always get the seam in the corner. But sometimes we're going to trim upside down, and we can certainly do that. So again, the seam allowance is under the pumpkin color, but now I'm going to lock on upside down, which is kind of crazy. But I'll trim this one to the 2.5 inch line so you can, well, let's make it 2. Okay, so you see it's kind of a rectangle now, but it's going to all become clear in just a minute. So there's my cleanup cut. Turn it around, slide it back, and now I have 2 inches square. And now this is very similar to a stitch and flip corner. And when you have 4 of them together, you'll have a floating square and a square. And you can use them in 9-patch blocks and all sorts of things.
Are there YouTube videos?
Not for this technique, no. We're going to have more videos to come, but not as such.